Are you thinking of playing Warframe in 2024? Which frame should you choose first? Between Excalibur, Mag, and Vault, all three have their strengths. The short answer is there isn't a strongest frame, and you will be able to farm the other two quite early into the game. It depends on which playstyle you prefer and which frame fits into your style best. It may take several hours before being able to farm the other starters, so making the best choice at the start would be best for you. In this video, I'll show you each of the starter, their abilities, and you can choose the frame that looks best to you. Excalibur is the poster boy and also is the easiest frame to understand. Its kit revolves around swords, focusing on DPS and mobility. Excalibur's first ability is Slash Dash. He dashes forward over a large distance, dealing damage and able to chain towards other enemies. You can use his one for mobility as well as damage. His second ability is Radial Blind, and arguably his best ability. His 2 causes enemies in a 360 radius to become blind, giving crowd control and stopping enemies from attacking. Modding for range gives a larger radius for the blind. His third is Radial Javelin. His 3 deals damage to surrounding enemies. This ability is very powerful at lower levels, but its usefulness is less at higher levels. His fourth is Exalted Blade. Excalibur summons a blade of energy, increasing his damage, but also emits an energy wave that damages enemies from a distance. This ability drains your energy until it depletes and the blade is unsummoned. Excalibur can be farmed from Mars by beating the boss on the War Node. Mars is the 4th planet and is reached early into the game. Overall, Excalibur is a solid choice for a starter with a good balance of survivability, mobility, and damage, and an emphasis on melee. His weakness is his 3 being weaker compared to the rest of his kit, and that his farm comes up earlier compared to the other starters. Mag is the master of magnetism. She plays like a caster, using her abilities to move enemies, trap them in bubbles, and strip their armor. Mag is for you if you like to spam abilities, manipulate enemies, and crowd control. Mag's first ability is Pull. It can pull surrounding enemies into a pile in front of Mag, allowing you to group enemies together for easy damage. Mag's second has 2 versions, a tap and a hold. Tapping her 2 creates a bubble, sucking in nearby enemies. All projectiles or bullets are pulled into the center of the bubble, dealing more damage to the enemies inside. While holding her 2, Mag creates a field in her hands, absorbing projectiles and bullets, and then reflecting the damage back to her enemies. Her third ability is Polarize. She creates a large bubble that drains enemy shields and armor and gives allies shields. Each enemy drops a polarized shard that deals damage. Her fourth is Crush. Crush lifts and crushes all nearby enemies, dealing damage and replacing Mag and her allies' shields. Mag can be farmed from Phobos by beating the boss on the Iliad node. Phobos is the 5th planet and 1 planet later than Excalibur. Overall, Mag is a great choice for someone who likes using abilities, focusing on crowd control, and dealing a lot of damage. Her abilities work by grouping enemies together and giving easy damage. Her weakness is that she is very energy hungry and at early game might struggle more due to lack of energy. Vault is the 3rd starter. Vault focuses on electric attacks and high mobility. If you like speed, Vault is the choice for you. His first ability is Shock. Shock does electric damage and can chain electricity to nearby enemies. His second is Speed. Speed grants higher mobility to himself and his allies, and also reload speed and melee attack speed. This ability is great for finishing missions quicker. His third is Electric Shield. Vault deploys a shield made of electric that stops all incoming fire, but when Vault and his allies fire through, it deals additional damage. The shield isn't static, however, and Vault can pick it up and move with the shield, firing weapons or using melee attacks. His fourth is Discharge. His 4 is his AoE clear. It can kill lower level enemies, but at higher levels can stun them. Vault can be found in a clan dojo. Join up with a clan and head to the Tenno lab, and you can purchase Vault's blueprints. Overall, Vault is a high mobility, high damage frame that excels in many mission types. His weakness is that his blueprints are acquired from a clan, so that can be early or later depending on the player. So that is a quick rundown on all 3 starter frames. My personal pick, if I have to start all over again, is to pick Mag. What would you choose? Let me know down below and subscribe for more content like this.